Hi everybody, it's Cobbs. How you doing? Okay, today I'm going to make another omelet just with leftover. And if you haven't subscribed to my station, just go ahead and subscribe and check out all of my other videos. I do videos on all different things, just not cooking, just whatever I do in life, I make a video of it. Well, I think we should just get started on that omelet. I think you'll be kind of surprised what I make this one out of. Anyhow, let's get going and let's get started on that omelet, okay? Let's start off with smoked turkey and we're going to slice it up. It's already been sliced, but let's slice it up a little bit more in smaller pieces like this. Of course, always make sure you wash your hands before you start doing this. Can't have dirty fingers when you're doing cooking. And cut this all up. So I got it cut that way, and then I'm just going to slice it this way. So leftover sliced turkey, okay? So get that all cut up. Whoops, lost a little piece right there. Take out our pan here, out of the air fryer. Everything I cook mostly is done air fry. Anyhow, so first thing we're going to do, go ahead and put that in the pan. And I'll rinse that off. Get that all nice and clean. So what we cut next, rinse the knife off, get that all nice and clean. Okay, we got that done, okay? And we'll go from there here in a second. Nice and clean. Let's see. What do we got? Walnuts. This is the kind I'm using. Like I said, this is leftover stuff I have in the fridge. I'm gonna drink a little bit of coffee right now. Ah, that's good stuff. Chocolate mocha with chocolate milk in it. Yes, sirree. And if you see a dog hair floating around every once in a while, there's a dog hair. We need to get them out of here. I got so many dogs, hairs everywhere. Live in a small place like this, and you got a cattle dog that sheds all the time. I wouldn't give her up for anything. Oscar, it's part Oscar healer or Australian healer. Can't even talk straight. So we got tomatoes here too. So we're gonna use some tomatoes. I'll throw the tomatoes out here. I'm gonna cut them up a little bit. I've had these soaking in here with just salt. Put some salt on them. They've been in there for a couple days. So I'll take my tomatoes. I'm gonna cut my tomatoes up now. There we go. Just in a few pieces. This is going to take a little longer to cook because I never pre-cook this stuff. So anyhow, it'll be fast for you guys because, well, TV magic. I'll put the tomatoes in here. Now I got my tomatoes in there. Rinse off this stuff again. Now the mushrooms and the onions, I've already cooked them. I cooked them with coconut oil, and I put the onions in there and everything. I cooked all that stuff up. And we're going to put coconut oil in the pan with this other stuff we're cooking. This is the only oil I use anymore. It's great. It makes everything taste good. It doesn't really have that much of a flavor of itself, so it doesn't change the flavor of the stuff you're cooking that much, but it makes it taste good, I tell you. Good old coconut oil. And it's good for your brain, for sure. It's supposed to help with different things in your brain and stuff, and it's really good for you. So switch to coconut oil and cook everything with coconut oil. That's my my little trick in cooking. So then we're gonna put the lid back on that. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot sauce with the ham and the tomato. Not ham, turkey, sorry. Called it ham. It's turkey, not ham. Smoked turkey. All right. And then we're gonna put the good old walnuts in there. I'm not really gonna break them up any, I'm just gonna drop them in there. Just about 2 teaspoons of the walnuts. And then the mushrooms that have been in there for a while. Let me get a spoon. And I threw my spoon away. I still need a spoon. Where'd it go? Need a small one. I don't need a big one. There we go. My favorite plastic knife. It's about wore out. I gotta buy a new one. Last time I put a link for that on my last video of making an omelet out of whatever leftovers you have, and a few more mushrooms and onions. We're going to probably put the rest of those on later. So now this is looking like this, okay? Which looks pretty good. Like I said, I like to use the plastic knife because guess what? You don't scratch your pan. Just kind of mix this all up. Oop, lost a piece. Gotta get that back in there. Can't waste nothing. Nowadays, you know how high priced everything is. Even the leftovers are worth $1 million, you know? Oh well. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more inflation coming. With our favorite president, the best president we've ever had. Yeah. I think that president's like the worst president of any we've ever had in America. And I don't think he's going to be president much longer if he keeps doing the stuff he's doing, to tell you the truth. Doesn't fix the border. I don't think anybody wants him anymore. So let's start this puppy up, okay? I'm going to take her up to like 385. Well, no, I'm going to take this all the way to 400 on this, and then I'm just going to cook at about 7 minutes. So I'll let that cook at 7 minutes. We'll do a little TV magic, and we'll come back after that gets cooked up, and we'll go from there, and we'll see what the omelet's going to turn out to be. Alright, TV magic, we got it all done. Hey, I bought these at Dollar Tree, okay? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. These are great. I like these better than using the towel, like this, you know. Usually use a towel, you know, just grab in there and grab it with the towel. But you also got these other ones, you know. These right here. Which they're really hard to get in there to get the pan out, because you can't hardly get in there without putting your thumb all the way inside. So these work fairly well because you can grab, see, I just take the handle off the pan so you can fit it inside the air fryer, and you can just, got a little nub there. Gotta be careful because you can still burn yourself up above. But out of all the pan grabbers, I think these work the best for the air fryer. The other ones are a little too big. So I picked this up at Dollar Tree for $1 each, $2. Works really well. Okay, so now we're going to move on to what we're doing here. I'll show you give you a little closer look at the tomatoes and stuff. I don't know how good that looks because I need another light on. Let me turn this light on and see if that helped. Nope, not much. Let's try this one. Oh, that's a little better. Not too good. Not too much light in here right now. I guess we could do it this way. We could zoom in on it. It's getting a little hot. Let me sit down for a second. Pick it up again. Zoom in on that. There we go. Now you can kind of see what it looks like. Looks really good, I'm telling you. That's mushrooms. That's your tomatoes, your walnuts, mushroom, and onions. Okay, let's get on to the next step, what we're going to do here. Let me zoom that back out so see what I'm up to. Okay, next step is going to be the cheese. Move this over a little bit. This is really hot because I had it on at 400 for 6 minutes. You can go longer if you want to be, you know, more brown, crispier, or whatever you like. But next thing we're going to do, we got our cheese, cheddar cheese. 3 slices of cheddar cheese. Gotta clean that knife. Make sure that knife's clean so you don't contaminate your cheese. And your cutting board clean again, because you don't want to straighten that cheese up a little bit. Get some nice slice. There's 1, 2, 3 nice slices. They're not real thick, just, you know, maybe a eighth of an inch thick, maybe. This is testing material. That's good cheese. Really good. Okay, so we're gonna slide this over. Slide all this stuff over. I'm not even gonna take this stuff out. I'm just slide it over. I'm gonna slide my cheese in there. Okay, then I'm gonna slide another cheese in there. Then I'm gonna flip it back over. You can see the cheese is sliding all around. Clean this off a little bit. Make room for another piece of cheese. I can touch it now. I wouldn't do this though if I was you. You'd probably burn your hand. And I'm going to put my last piece of cheese on this side. Slide that walnut out of the way. Even it up a little bit. Bring all the stuff on top of the cheese. We got that all on top of the cheese. And that's how it looks now. Rinse this one off. Take my cheese and I'll put my cheese back where it goes. Back into the Ziploc bag. Just a second. I'm going to turn that off. That wasn't supposed to come on. Always something coming on right in the middle when you're cooking, the heater, air conditioner or something. I turned it off, it should shut off in a minute and be nice and quiet again. Okay, so we got our cheese on the bottom and we got everything else we just pulled over the top. The cheese is already starting to melt, okay? So next thing we're going to do is put our eggs in there. I need a piece of paper towel for the eggs. I always take a piece of paper towel and I just like lay it right here by the pan. Rinse off the eggs. Always rinse off the eggs because they could be a little dirty and stuff. And I think that's how people get sick sometimes from eggs, because they don't clean their eggs. You should clean the outside of your eggs before you crack them, because they're not that clean. Not that clean at all. So clean off your eggs and then crack your eggs. And we're not gonna, I never whip anything up for omelet. I think that's just a waste of time. Just put it in the pan, okay? After you put it in the pan, move the eggshells out of the way and take the mayonnaise knife I said can last time. I meant to say jar. This is made for a mayonnaise jar, so you can get all the mayonnaise out of it. I'll put a link again down below where you can pick one of these up online. These are great. I just use it for everything. And they're cheap and they won't scratch your pan. And just mix this up a little bit. Keep your cheese on the bottom. Let's see. Of course, I put my cheese away and I still need my cheese, so I gotta bring the cheese back out. I forgot one little thing I wanted to do. Alright, that's pretty much done. Okay. That's about all you have to mix it up. Rinse the egg and stuff off here. And let's bring some cheese back out. I have some other cheese, but I still like cheddar the best. I'll rinse this off real fast. Like I said, I don't want my cheese to get anything back in my cheese, so I'll clean off my knife again. Bring the cheese back out one more time. Jumps the gun on putting the cheese away, but we'll bring it back out. Let's slice it off. I want to get like 3 more slices and just put on top here. Actually, this is probably enough for 2 people if they all like the same stuff. A lot of people don't like the same stuff, so that one's a little thick piece cut. I spread these cheese out, just a little space in between them, so they kind of cover the whole top when they melt. Alright, now I can put the cheese away for good. I don't need the cheese no more. So like I said, I get these small pans that'll fit inside the air fryer. I take the handle off, and that's what I cook inside the air fryer with. And it seems to work really well. Then I use my plastic knives and stuff on the inside the pan so I don't scratch the pans. Dump the rest of the mushrooms on top, okay? Then we're going to spread them around. Gotta have all those onions and stuff. Can't waste nothing. I mean, food's like gold anymore, isn't it? Nothing's cheap anymore. Thanks to our great president, Mr. Biden. Oh yeah, he's the best president I've ever seen. Alright, not really. It's the worst president I've ever seen. And we'll spread that out. We got this all done. Rinse off the knife again. I'm done with this knife, so we'll throw that in the dirty pan. I mean, we might still... I don't think I need the cutting thing anymore either. I'm done with it. So the only thing I'm going to need is this to take it out when it's all done. Still got a few pieces of tomato. I'll put a couple whole tomatoes right on top, just like this. I think I'll just finish up all the rest of these tomatoes. I'll put all these tomatoes on top. I don't like that part of the tomato as much. The real white part. Take that out and throw that away. And let's put these tomatoes all over the top of this thing. Now the tomato's been soaking in sea salt. That's basically what it's been. I've had it soaking for several days. Like I said, it's leftovers. Mainly all leftovers. So, another leftover omelet, if you like to call it that. Doesn't really look like an omelet. Now we're going to air fry it. Let's stick it in there. And let me see. I'm going to set it again way up in heat. I'm going to set it at like 385 this time. And I'm going to take it down to 12 minutes. Once again, I'm at like 3,000 feet. So depending what sea level or wherever you're at, probably less time to cook it. I'm going to let that cook. We'll come right back. And we'll take that thing out. Put some more stuff on it. You know what? I forgot one important thing right now. I'm going to stop it real fast. Let me pull that thing back out here. There's one other couple things I wanted to put on. See, these things work fairly well. You know, you got to get underneath that handle there. Any of this stuff can burn you, but sometimes it's better just to grab that whole tray and stuff and bring it out like that. It's a lot easier on your hands and fingers so you don't get burnt. But I wanted to put some garlic on there, more garlic, and then I wanted to put some more hot sauce, because this is what really makes it taste good. More hot sauce on top. Two things I forgot to put in there, but we got it in there now. Always clean off the tops too, because all that stuff building up on there. Keep that nice and clean too. Okay, now we're gonna get my little grabber. I don't think this is hot, but I'll grab it like this. Hopefully not drop it. Put it back in there. It's a lot easier if you get all the stuff on it the first time. Didn't have to take it back out. Put it back in the air fryer. Got to reset it again. So we'll take this up to 385 again. Take this down to 12 minutes. And it should start automatically. Wash these off real fast. Alright. So there we go. We got it cooking. It's going to take about another 12 minutes. And when it's done, I'll come back and test that thing and see if it's any good. Alright, I'm back. She's done cooking. Let's get her out of there and see what she looks like. Oh, thing looks good. Check it out. That thing looks good, and it's hot. Like I said, if you use these, be very careful, because you still can touch your hand right there and there. Maybe the towel is the best way to pull those plates out if you're trying to cook the way I am, or these, but these are kind of a pain because they're so big they go inside your pan. Anyhow, I like using these now. Okay, so now we're gonna get the famous plate out. Oh yeah, of course, you know it's red. And we're gonna take a good look at this on camera. Check it out. I gotta be careful because it'll want to fall right out of the pan. Let me zoom in on that thing. Look at that, would you? Those tomatoes look really good on top. Okay, let's zoom back out, put that thing on the plate. It should fall almost right out. But sometimes it gets a little stuck, but not very much. And that's why I like this knife. You can just put it in there, bend it, and it goes right underneath the one. And look at that. Look at that. Just over in the sink. Look how beautiful that looks on that plate. Check it out. One more zoom in on it before I start eating the thing. Come on, focus, camera. Camera doesn't want to focus. Back a little bit. Oh, what? That happens sometimes. Try it one more time. Oh well. I'll bring it just a little closer. There's not as much light, so it's harder to see. Anyhow, I don't know why it's not focusing. Sometimes it does that though. That's a little bit better. That looks good. So let's finish this thing off with a little more hot sauce on top. Of course, you know what I like on there. Before I taste it, I gotta do one more thing. I know a lot of people don't think this is right to do this, but if you're a ketchup lover, I don't care what the so-called big chefs say and stuff, or the wannabe experts on food say. This is made from scratch, out of my fridge with leftover, and I'm gonna put ketchup on it because I always put ketchup on it. If you don't like it, I don't care. That's what the Cobby does, and that's what the Cobby's gonna do. Because it's my way of making an omelet. And that's what cooking's about. You can do it any way you like. And see what you get. But I got a feeling this thing's gonna taste out of this world. Ah, that's excellent. That tastes really good. So, you may want to try one of these. And cook yourself a Cobby omelet, the way Cobby does it. It's really good. Check this out. Those walnuts really taste good in there. I guess if you're a person that's a vegetarian or whatever, you could leave out the turkey, but turkey really makes it taste good too. Thanks for everybody that's watching. Thanks to all the people that subscribe to my station. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to it. You never know what kind of video I'm going to make. I just do all different things, whatever I do in life. And this omelet really tastes good. So that's Cobby Badger way of making an omelet. And try one. It tastes good. Really good. And thanks again for watching. And until next time, Cobby Badger out. And God bless. Catch me on the next video. That is one of the best ones I've cooked yet. The Cobby way of making an omelet. Delicious. Check that thing out. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you subscribe at there, over there, or down there, or wherever it is, and hit the bell if you want to be notified, because I'll make a lot more videos, and who knows what I'll make one on. Anyhow, I just do things I do every day in life, whatever I do. Okay, this is Cobby Badger out. Until next time, God bless, and we'll catch you guys later. Or down there, or wherever it is, and hit the bell if you want to be notified, because I'll make a lot more videos, and who knows what I'll make one on. Anyhow, I just do things I do every day in life, whatever I do. Okay, this is Cobby Badger out. Until next time, God bless, and we'll catch you guys later.